Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy start of the week. So, today for our practice, we are going to be doing the Essence of Self Kriya. And this Kriya is physically, it guides the prana through the body and to the heart, which allows us to give and receive love without any fear or anger or resentment. It helps to remove blocks from, my writing is very tiny. It helps to remove blocks from scars and disappointments of life and allows the flow of cosmic energy so that you can see the broader reality that we are a part of, which is so important. I had the honor of reading tarot at a networking event this weekend, and it was a networking event for content creators. And that was so special because every single person who had a chance to connect with had their own unique purpose. They have their own unique message on exactly what kind of content they're creating, what they're bringing to the world. And it was such a cool, like, inception type experience because I was there in my purpose, reading tarot and helping guide these people and bring them clarity and answers to their questions in a way that was supporting them in fulfilling their purpose. And it was this beautiful experience of overall essence of self that we're all so unique and we all have something so specific to ourselves that we are meant to share with this world. And this Kriya is something that helps to enhance that and bring that to the table. It clears all of this stuff and gets that, like I said, that cosmic flow of energy so that we can truly be in touch with our higher self as this human expression that we are meant to be on this planet during this lifetime. So, physically, we're releasing tension, we're strengthening our digestion, we're opening the lungs. Energetically and emotionally, we're opening the heart chakra, we're experiencing compassion, releasing pain, energizing our relationships, and really tapping into our divine self expression. This isn't just how you dress. This is literally how you connect with others in the world and how you have an impact on the collective and on the frequency of the planet overall. So, just a couple of things. We will be putting some pressure on the hip points during one of the postures. So, if you want to grab a blanket or like a flat pillow or something to bring in some padding, which reminds me, I want to grab my blanket. And then also we're going to be doing a lot of breath of fire during this set. So if you want to have like a tissue or something nearby, then you can go ahead and grab that as well. And then just a brief demo of breath of fire for anybody watching the recording who's not familiar. Breath of fire is forceful diaphragmatic pumping, which is the exhale. And so the inhale is just reflexive. So it looks and sounds like this. So you'll notice the diaphragm is pumping up and in to create that forceful exhale. It's all through the nose. Um, if you are menstruating and susceptible to cramps, or if you are at any point in a pregnancy, this Kriya is not for you. We are going to be putting a lot of pressure on the navel point. So if you are in any of those circumstances, then you are welcome to stick with the video and just meditate and enjoy the frequencies that we'll be practicing. But otherwise, it's not the best Kriya if you are pregnant or susceptible to cramping. So a lot of breath of fire today. All breathing will be in and out through the nose unless we have any open mouth exhales to help with releasing and relieving tension. Our drishti, a couple of times we'll be doing the third eye drishti, which is rolling the eyes up and into the third eye point. And as always, we do a lot of work with the root lock. So if you are new to Kundalini, then go ahead and pause the video here and you can go through the basics a little bit more in depth. So I don't think there's anything else that I need to touch on in preparation for this Kriya. So we'll go ahead and drop in. We drop in by chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times in a row to represent the past, present, and the future. This mantra means I call upon the one who brings me from darkness to light. I bow to the divine giver of wisdom and the creator of all. So you can bring in that intention as we vibrate the mantra together today. So in easy pose, find a nice long straight spine, get out any wiggles or shakes, and then we bring the prayer palms together at heart center and begin rubbing them together, building friction, feeling the heat between the palms, opening up our energetic channels, preparing the body for the practice we're going to dive into today. With an inhale, find stillness in the palms, pressing them together, holding the breath at the top. Really bring the thumbs up into the heart center. As you're holding the breath, roll the eyes in and up to the third eye center and engage the root lock. Keeping the hands where they are, open mouth, exhale all the way to the bottom. We're going to do 2 more breaths just like that. So inhale all the way to the top and hold. Feeling the body filled with prana, with life force energy, feeling that tingling between the palms of the hands as you press them together. Open mouth, exhale. All the way to the bottom, all the way empty. Last breath, inhaling all the way to the top. Holding, shifting the volume of the breath to the low belly, rolling the eyes in and up, possibly even pressing the tongue up against the roof of the mouth, holding. Open mouth, exhale. And we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale all the way full and hold. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up. Holding for as long as feels comfortable and releasing when you're ready and allowing a few moments for the breath, the vibration to settle in, drawing the sense inwards. Just feeling the effects of entering the practice with our mantra and our breath. As you're ready, blinking the eyes open, we're going to begin with some warm-ups. Our first warm-up today is going to be a full body shake. We'll stay seated in easy pose. You're welcome to keep the hips up on a prop if you're more comfortable, like so. And then we bring the arms up so the elbows want to stay at shoulder height or above. The hands are in the air and you just begin shaking the entire body. We're really helping to open our channels this way, removing any blocks, really moving vigorously, nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. I'm going to put some music on, so really allow yourself to get into it and enjoy the movement, listen to the body, and have fun. Thank you. nice deep inhale, holding the breath at the top, really extending the hands up towards the ceiling. Fingers reach open wide, pull the root lock, roll the eyes in and up to the third eye center, holding, squeezing. And exhale, releasing the hands down, palms face up in the lap. Allowing for a natural flow of breath, allowing the heart to regulate by relaxing the body deeply and completely in between each posture, consciously relaxing and releasing any tension. You're allowing the body to absorb the effects of the movement on a cellular level. So really mindfully relax anytime we take these pauses. Really settling in with the focus drawing inward. From here, we're just going to do some spinal flexes. So grabbing onto the shins or the ankles. I'm going to remove the prop for this one. You're welcome to stay on it if it's comfortable in the body. With the hands on the legs, we inhale, pulling the chest through. And on the exhale, we round back, really opening up through the shoulder blades, tucking the chin. We're just here for a minute, so go ahead and begin finding your rhythm, breath to movement. You will notice the effects are a little bit stronger if you move faster, making sure that you're breathing powerfully no matter the pace, that the inhales and exhales through the nose are just finding their ways to all those nooks and crannies that we're opening as we move the body first thing in the morning. So good to wake up the spine in this way. It's okay to move the head. Sometimes I have you keep the head stationary, but you can move the head with this warm up, just really moving the spine all the way from the base of the tail to the crown of the head. You do have the option to have the eyes closed and rolled up to the third eye center, bringing all your attention to breath, to movement, to drishti. On an inhale, find center, find stillness, crown of the head reaches high, holding at the top. Engaging the root lock, pulling the energy up from the base of the spine. And exhale, palms face up in the lap. Relaxing, releasing, absorbing. Okay, from here, we're going to be doing arm circles. I will be back up on a prop. This first official posture of the Kriya will be here for about 2 minutes. We'll stay in easy pose. Arms come out at shoulder height and the palms face down. So your arms are sort of diagonal from you. So you're almost in like a V shape with your arms out in a V. The palms will stay facing down for the entire duration of this posture. We'll be doing breath of fire while we rotate the hands in backward circles. We start with really small circles and then eventually we'll move bigger and bigger as we go, as we continue to do breath of fire for the entire time. So since we're here for 2 minutes, find a breath of fire pace that is sustainable for you for the full amount of time. The palms really like to rotate when we do arm circles, so really be mindful of keeping them facing down the entire time. Eyes are closed off and rolled to the third eye center. Coming into the position with the arms and the drishti, let's take a nice deep breath together, inhaling to the top. Open mouth, exhale all the way to the bottom. Inhale halfway. Breath of fire, begin. And backward circles with the hands, begin. Starting nice and small. I will put on some music here, so as feels right in your body, you can pick up the size of the circles, finding your way to bigger and bigger circles, really keeping the breath of fire going. Find your rhythm, find your pace. Really just acknowledge that in this position, what you're doing by combining the breath of fire with the movement of the arms, you're accessing the heart. in a accelerated way. It's really powerful. So you want to move fast, regardless of what size of circles that you're at. Move quickly. You're matching your pace to a really nice breath of fire pace. So I'll let you go here. Have fun. Last 10 seconds or so, really give it your all, get as big as you can. Breath of fire is continuing. We're almost there. Okay, find stillness, arms reach out straight ahead. Take a nice deep breath, holding at the top. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up, squeeze the fingers together, feel the whole body squeezing. And exhale, release the palms face up in the lap, releasing any control over the breath, over the drishti. Relaxing. Feel the effects. Okay, so we are going to move on to the stomach. This is where I like to put a little bit of padding below my hips. We're moving into a posture called rocking bow pose, which is exactly what it sounds like. Bow pose is laying on the stomach, reaching back with the hands to grasp for the ankles or the feet, and then we use the strength of the legs to pull the body into bow, really opening through the chest. If that is not accessible in the body, we have a lot of options. You can come into baby cobra. You can come into locust with the arms reaching back behind you while you lift the chest. You can even hover the legs. So a lot of different options here for whatever is most accessible in the body that you're working with. And whatever level you achieve is perfect. We'll be doing breath of fire. So this is a challenging posture. Part of Kundalini is that it's designed to bring triggers to the surface, because if there are things that are triggering you, they need to be healed. They need attention in order to be healed and tended to. All it needs is your attention. So if something comes up here, work with it. This is an opportunity. You're in a safe space to work with it, and this is a great place and time for you to be able to do that. You know that it's safe. And I will let you know, we'll only be here for 1 minute. So you totally can do this for 1 minute. So, couple of different layers to the posture. You come into whatever physical variation is accessible to you. We're doing breath of fire. And we're also trying to rock the body back and forth in our bow pose while we're doing breath of fire. So there's a lot going on. The strength of the legs, if you really focus on pulling with the legs, it's going to help you a lot with that rocking motion. Like I said, we're only here for 1 minute, so do your best, and you can always work up if you need to. So finding the physical variation that is accessible for you, closing off the eyes, rolling them in and up to the third eye center, and go ahead and begin. Begin your breath of fire and begin rocking. You got this. Take an inhale, holding at the top, squeezing the body wherever you're at. Pull the root lock, roll the eyes in and up. And exhale, releasing the body. Find a cheek down on the ground. Arms down at your sides. Resting, relaxing. Feeling the heartbeat. Allowing it to naturally regulate along with the breath. Doing so good. We're going to do a nice counter pose to that one. So rolling over onto the back, we're now going to do rocking on the spine. So lying on the back, you'll have the knees pulled into the chest, and you want to wrap yourself into as tiny of a ball as you can. So whatever is accessible for you. Knees are in. If you can, you're wrapping the arms, you're tucking the chin so the forehead is up into the knees. From here, we'll be doing breath of fire once again, and then rolling back and forth on the spine to the best of our abilities while we're doing breath of fire. We're here for 1.5 minutes. I tend to rock and roll a little bit wild off my mat, so just be mindful of your space. Go ahead and find yourself in your ball, in your little position, whatever you can. Closing off the eyes, finding your third eye center, and we'll begin breath of fire and begin your rocking motion as well. Find stillness down on your back. Take a nice deep inhale, hold at the top, squeeze the body, squeeze the root block. And exhale, releasing the legs out long, the arms out long, just taking a mini rest here. Doing a quick body scan, consciously releasing any areas of tension. Doing such good work, opening all of our energetic channels, working on the meridians. Deeply, deeply relaxing. From here, we're actually going to make our way to standing, so no rush. Taking your time, finding your way, either moving up into a seat or rock and rolling on the spine, gaining the momentum to come upright. But eventually meeting me in standing. We're going to be moving into crow pose, Kundalini squats, basically. Our hands will be interlaced on the top of our heads, And then we inhale up and exhale down into a squat. Now with your squat, really go as deep as is accessible for you. Traditionally the Kundalini Yoga squat is all the way down. I'm not going to be doing that in my body. So you go ahead and come down as comfortable as it is for you. And then on your inhale, you come back up. So inhale up, exhale down. We're going to be doing anywhere from 26 to 52 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and do 52 to allow the time if somebody wants to do 52. I'm going to be doing them pretty fast. When it comes to these types of movements, usually the faster you go, the easier it is. You just knock them out. So I'm going to do 52 quick reps. The goal is anywhere from 26 to 52. So find your pace. I am not going to talk out loud because I don't want to mess up your count. So find your own pace, find your own count. Aim for 26. I will hold time for 52, and then I will meet you in a seated resting pose when you're done. So we'll start standing, interlace the fingers at the top of the head, take a nice deep inhale, and exhale down, beginning your count. Inhale, coming upright wherever you are, holding the breath quickly at the top, squeezing. Exhale, releasing the hands down at the sides. Relaxing. I'm out of breath. Just allowing the body to regulate, the heartbeat to regulate, the breath to regulate. Feeling the effects. Enjoying the effects. Relaxing into the effects. As you feel ready, if you're not already there, we'll make our way back down into a seat, an easy pose, cross-legged. And believe it or not, we're actually moving into our final active posture of the Kriya. From here, when we finish this posture, we're going to move right into a seated meditation. I will give you the option. The Kriya instructs for a good chunk of time in meditation, so I'm holding the space for that, but I'll let you know when we're halfway through. If you do want to finish in a traditional Shavasana, I'll let you know when it's time to make that transition. But from this last posture, we're going to be going into a seated meditation. So for myself, I'm going to bring my hips back up onto a prop, since we'll be sitting for a good chunk of time. And our final active posture is exactly where we started. We're doing those same arm circles again. So nice, easy pose. Arms out in a V shape with palms face down. We'll be doing breath of fire with backward circles in the arms, starting small, working your way bigger. Really give it your all. This is your second chance, so dive in. Maybe find a little bit of a faster pace, a faster breath of fire, or maybe a slower one, depending on what your body's communicating to you in this moment. All right, let's do it. Finding yourself in the physical position. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale all the way to the bottom. Inhale halfway. Breath of fire begin. Arm circles begin. Keep going. We're almost there. Last 15 seconds. Really find as big of circles as you can. Commit yourself to the breath of fire. You're almost there, finding your edge. So good. Moving the breath, the prana. All right, find stillness on an inhale. Reach the hands out in front of you. Hold the breath at the top. Squeeze the root lock. Roll the eyes in and up. Exhale. Release the hands. Palms face up in the lap. Brief moment of absorbing the posture here. Eyes are closed. Senses are drawing inward. And from here, bring your left hand onto your heart. Bring your right hand on top of the left. And begin to bring your focus to surrender as we allow ourselves to drift into the final posture of this Kriya, this essence of self Kriya. This meditation is very purposeful for surrender. The ego self, the way we identify as this expression, this human, this is the time to surrender that self to the higher self. Give all of you to your higher power, to your God, to your universe, surrendering any sense of identity for the sake of your purpose, for your path. There's so much meaning in you being here at this time, being alive at this time. And your special gifts are so important to this world, to the collective. Not only is it in your best interest to serve your purpose, to share your gifts with the world, it's in all of our best interests. Don't just do it for you, but do it for everyone. Enjoy your time here. I'll let you know when it's time to move on to our backs, should you choose.
If you would like to finish out class in a traditional Shavasana, now is the time to slowly, lovingly make your way down onto the back. Otherwise, you are welcome to finish out class in your seated meditation. begin to bring your awareness back to the breath in the most loving way you know how, bringing your attention back to the here and now, gently reawakening to the physical world. If anything came through for you today, taking a moment of gratitude. And even if nothing came through for you today, just knowing that the work you're doing here always has effects on the energetic and spiritual level. And thanking yourself for putting in the effort, putting in the work. This is what it's all about. From there, bringing in some small movements if you haven't already, wiggling the fingers, the toes, the ankles, and the wrists. Maybe finding some nice sways throughout the body, moving the head, opening and closing the jaw. Eventually inhaling to a nice big full body stretch. And making your way up into a seat if you're not already there. From here, we close out our practice with the prayer, the long time sun, followed by a vibration of Sat Nam, meaning truth is my name. The words are up on the screen if you need them. First, we bring the prayer palms to heart center and rub them together once again, inviting that same energy, that same heat back into our nadis, our energetic channels. Such a nice way to reinvigorate yourself for the day, for the week. Finding stillness in the palms, really pressing them together, bringing the thumbs into the heart center. Take a nice deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And we inhale to close. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sa Nam. Feeling the thumbs pressed against the heart center, staying open, open to giving and receiving love without fear, without resentment, fully open with love and compassion and gratitude. Thank you so much. I love you all. Sat Nam.